Man, they done got the DJ Academics ass. I know they done got to that nigga. This nigga on here defending Diddy. No matter how much they wrong him, that nigga done 1,000 times wrong to people, man. I don't give a care. I know a lot of these people pushing false stories about him and all that shit, but at the same time, it's it's half true. Like, we can say allegedly all day, but ain't that many people gonna have things to say about you and they ain't already at this point receiving no money. These people ain't getting paid to say this shit right now. They got people out here trying to pay them to stop talking.
Now he's appealing a bail hearing in front of, I believe, the Second or the Third Circuit Court of Appeals. That's going to take a while. The timing on some of these things could be a couple months, and it's not a, at times they'll pause a case to wait for they'll pause a case to wait for the appeal court to rule. But for bail, the case could keep going on. So he has one bail hearing, or is going to be decided by the three appellate. The way it works in appellate court, and I feel like I'm getting into the weeds again. I like to give just simple shit first. Three judges are going to give an opinion on it, and at that point, they'll say, we agree with the lower courts that you should not be granted bail, or no, we actually don't see reason why you shouldn't be granted bail based on these criteria that both parties are arguing for and against. Okay, so that's constantly being waiting for, right? So that could happen in a month, could happen in 2 days, could happen in 2 months, right? However, the way how bail works in most of these situations, Diddy could file as much bail hearings, or he could go for bail applications as much as he wants, as long as he's coming with some new information. So what they did was they revised the package. They said, yo, he's down to move to New York. He won't talk to no women. You'll test him every moment of the day. They were saying all type of stuff because they want to get him out, right? They don't want Diddy, who's a billionaire, to be locked in MDC Brooklyn. Now, we've heard about his conditions in MDC Brooklyn, right? Homeboy's running to jail, man. Okay, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, he's passing out commissary like Scooby snacks up in there. Scooby snacks for you. You got niggas scrappling and, they're scrabbling and scraping. What did he say? He said, they're scrabbling and scraping to make his bed. Yes, Diddy is a big fish in jail. He's running to jail. You know what I mean? I could imagine when Diddy come on the range, he's just, yo, phone time, nigga. Like, yo, he's taking over niggas' phone time. Diddy's the boss in there, okay? Nobody's touching him. Everybody wants to talk to him. And, of course, he's using his money as some lubricant to make these situations happen, which, why make $1 billion if you can't pay a couple niggas off, right? So that's kind of his jail situation, but they don't want him in jail. Like, which billionaire wants to be in jail when he owns a $50 million crib? So he's still trying to get out in his latest bail hearing or bail application. He said, yo, we'll do whatever. And, the new information that made them file this new bail hearing is saying, we finally got the first submission from the prosecution for discovery, and the discovery is weak as fuck. This case is weak. By the way, I do want, because you always have like these weirdos on Twitter that kind of, they'll clip me, and then if something I say in the moment ends up being wrong, they're like, look, he was wrong. Keep in mind, I do think a supersede indictment is coming, and Diddy will be in very hot water with multiple victims and a lot more allegations, because think about all the civil suits. However, the current criminal federal indictment is very thin. It really is only Cassie. And allegedly, according to what Diddy's lawyers are saying, they mentioned victim 2, but they ain't talked to victim 2. Okay? They mentioned witness 1, which seemingly could be the bodyguard, Roger Bond. Witness 2, which is seemingly Kalina Harper, who already made a statement on the record for Diddy, which they're now trying to prove that Diddy, and this is going to, remember this part because it's going to explain a lot of what we're going to get into. Essentially, one of the witnesses they wanted to lean on already put out a statement back in Diddy. So that makes the government case look weak. Well, why is your witness back in Diddy? Now, we all know how this goes. Like, let me just be very clear, and we're going to be real simple with a few things up front. And I remember Vlad yesterday asked me. He says, "Act, how do you think Diddy? Dirk could beat this case?" Let me tell you this. Only for me right now, the only way that I see Dirk beating the case, which I don't think it will happen like this. Number one, you got to have the witnesses or the snitches. They got to start doing the YSL Woody. Plain dumb. But the feds don't work like the state. They'll never give out a deal if you're going to go up. You only get the deal after you do the job. In state, you could argue immunity, or at least Fulton County, they were stupid. They got immunity before they got up there. So it's like, if you're going to pay me before I do the job, nigga already got paid, right? But in the feds, that's not how it works, because they have something called mandatory, they have mandatory terms that the judge has to respect. The judge can't, it's not like the judge would be like, how much I want to give this guy. There's a mandatory minimum. And if the mandatory minimum for that charge that they get found guilty on or they plead guilty to, if it's 20 years, the judge cannot go below 20 years. Don't matter if the judge like you, don't matter if the judge is fucking you, don't matter, right? The only way, and actually there's another way, but still, the 99% of the only other way is you have to have what's called a 5K1 letter. That's the snitch letter, okay? Queen for a day. That means you cooperated, right? So anyway, in the Dirk case, to make this very simple, right? And I know you guys are following me. You guys are real smart. In the Dirk case, the way that that Dirk is gonna beat that case, the easy way, right? Them witnesses, they got to come up missing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, the government knows this. That's why you can't find none of them. That's why they won't name none of them. They're not gonna be like, yo, This is why I like even people saying Brick Baby's co-conspirator 4. By the way, I've confirmed he's not. They would not have him doing a bunch of podcasts, knowing that if he really was, which by the way, I think he's putting his own self in danger. Because if I'm Dirk, I'm telling the guys, go kill these niggas. I'm sorry. And again, I'm not encouraging no violence, but I'm telling you unless they have wiretaps, which I know people are claiming there's wiretaps, there's no actual proof of wiretaps. They claim they seen text messages, but all that could be pulled from, they could get call data from your phone company, and when they seize your phone, they could look through it. You get what I'm saying? But nothing says there's a voice recording of Dirk saying, go kill that nigga. So what are they going to rely on? Testimony from the people involved that all are going to, like, co-conspirator 1, 2, well, 1 is Dirk, co-conspirator 2, 3, 4, and 5, who they probably all have collared already. None of them are probably free, and that's the thing, right? The feds move right. Like, when it came to the state, and I'm comparing it to the YSL trial, like, half of them niggas was, like, free that they were hoping to testify in their behalf. Like, no. The feds are going to lock everybody up in snitch jail. Hey, you're going to cooperate for us. You can't talk to nobody. They're not going to be embarrassed. Like, nobody's going to switch up for smirk. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen like that. Not in the feds. But, to be honest, if realistically, smirk really only beats that case, them witnesses got to stop witnessing shit. Okay? The feds ain't going to let them get close to the witnesses. So we're going to see how it turns out. But who knows? The feds might even have more shit. And who knows? Maybe Dirk could help. Maybe he could explain stuff. And I do think his whole angle is going to be, yo, niggas is hating. Yo, all these guys are career criminals. Anybody who's snitching, obviously. They're career criminals. They got caught up. They're facing significant time. And now, they got promised a deal by the feds. And now they're turning against me. That's what it's probably going to be. Who knows if a jury will buy that. Anyway, let's get to the Diddy case, right? So the Diddy case is pretty much going to come down to this. Yo, the way Diddy beats it. So I told you how Dirk beats it. Them witnesses got to stop witnessing shit. How does Diddy beat his shit? Well, first of all, a lot of the people who are witnesses and non-indicted people have to come out and say, yo, I'm going to be honest with you. I was around. Diddy treat these people really well. Yeah, might have been abusive. Yeah, he might have slapped this bitch one time. But she slapped the fuck out of him too. I seen her throw her drink in his face. I seen him spit at her. But detail something that's not sex trafficking. Toxic relationships or even abusive relationships, not sex trafficking. Now, what about the victims? Cassie clearly is going to be the star witness. The Cassie defense, we already know what it is. The Cassie defense is going to be, yo, this chick cheated on me with the trainer that I got for her. I paid all her bills. She was on a goddamn allowance every week, $30,000. When she left her cash cow, she had no more music career. She had no more money coming in for free. She went with this guy who probably could dick her down good. or probably didn't like doing freak offs. And we're gonna say for Diddy's defense, he's gonna say freak offs are just orgies. Orgies are perfectly legal if everybody's consented, right? Hey, this chick got broke. She asked us for 30 million, or she's writing a book. We said, fuck no, we ain't giving you no 30 million for no book. She says, I bet I'm gonna sue you. That lawsuit turned into public outrage. This and third, the feds jumped on it afterwards. They were overzealous. They got trumped up by the public narrative and everybody going against Diddy. Everybody else who came out as that they're suing, including the 20-something other lawsuits, they're only suing because I'm rich. I'm a billionaire, bitch. You know what I mean? You got to hit them with the, I'm rich, bitch. Like, yeah, that's why they're suing me. Everybody's financially motivated. Think about, and I'm pretty sure this is exactly how it's going to go. He's going to say, yo, look at me and these people's relationship. While if I was sex trafficking them, when they were when they could receive financial compensation from me, right? Because supposedly you were like forcing them. When I was helping them out financially, no complaint.
So if they willing to pay somebody to stop talking, I already know DJ Academics was one of the first people they approached. He had to be, you know what I'm saying? This nigga on here saying he trying to flip the narrative so cold, boy, to like, nigga, that nigga's guilty. I don't give a damn, like, how many charges you take off this nigga back. This nigga done had motherfuckers murdered, trafficking people, kids, motherfucking kids came up missing. Even with Oprah, when they had went on a little trip, all them kids in the plane and shit just left, and this a motherfucking period, man. Over, I think I forgot, like, over 100 kids or 29 kids. I don't know. It's a big stretch. I don't know. But I know kids been coming up missing around them. And these are the company that he keep. And everybody is not lying on you, my nigga. So, DJ Academics, you need to shut up, my nigga. You on here defending this nigga. You was a bitch. Biggie getting murdered and then Tupac getting murdered. He had something to do with Big Beach getting locked up. This nigga literally single-handedly fucked up the culture, bro. He watched all his artists die, bro. Like, nigga, who is you? Nigga, this nigga ain't got no heart, no human being, none of that shit. He need to be where he at. Nigga act like he's a motherfucking monster or a villain or something. Cause if he come back on these streets, man, don't nobody want to have to do nothing to that bitch ass nigga on the streets and nothing like that. Cause he ain't gonna do nothing but get other people in trouble with his weak ass. You know what I'm saying? This nigga ain't gonna handle nothing for himself. He gonna use his money until he die. So let that nigga get in there and fight this case. Stop defending that nigga, bitch ass nigga. DJ Academics, you was a pussy nigga for real. Fuck you defending a pedophile, nigga. That's cause bitches was raped around you, nigga. You got shit on your background. Your own homegirl got raped in your house and you stopped being cool with her. You was a bitch, nigga. Your dumb ass, huh? Your homegirl got drugged and raped in your house by your fake ass homeboys and you stopped fucking with the girl. You was a bitch. Nigga, you was a bitch. All she wanted you to do is protect her, nigga. As a friend of yours. So you took the side of them bitch ass niggas over the female. You can say you don't kick it with them niggas all day, but I bet you still talk to them niggas and not talk to the female. You's a bitch, nigga. For real. Don't listen to DJ Academics. That nigga's a motherfucking a paid puppet. This nigga he part of the shit. He don't give a fuck what happened to your daughter, your kids, man. He don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. And he been showing that for years. By the way he treat people around, the way he talk to the females in the like, that nigga's a bitch nigga, man. So DJ Academics, you can take up for this raping ass nigga, drugging ass nigga, drugging people up just to get the pussy and ass nigga. This nigga here is a fucking It's a walk-in menace, nigga. You can say what you want to say, nigga, but you accused of something too. Bitch said when she woke up, you was fucking her too, nigga. So they may not believe it because you probably done cut the cameras out by then and received the footage of your homeboys doing that shit because you was watching the shit to see what happened. So you had to stop the cameras. And when you seen them doing that to her while she was in there laid out drunk, I do believe you went in there and took advantage of that girl. When she woke up, you was on top. She just didn't want to put you out there like that, like your homeboys did, banging up on the concrete. What kind of sick ass homeboys you hang out with, bitch? You are the company you keep, nigga. Fuck you mean, goof ass nigga. You can't read niggas and have niggas in your motherfucking house that'll do some wild shit while you sleep. Nigga, you was a bitch. You ain't got no real homeboys, cause ain't no homie ever gonna do me like that. Bitches death come with it. Bitch, I had both of them hoes dead before they left my house, nigga. On everything, the bitches would have died before they left my house. Bitch, you ain't finna take shit in my house, nigga. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who listen, who believe it, nigga. Bitch, you would have died before you left my house. Raping somebody or taking something out that my homegirl, my nigga, what, nigga? The fuck if we homeboys, bitch, I blow your motherfucking head off, nigga. Fuck out of here. You can tell she was out of it, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna lay on no concrete and get their ass scraped up to get no dick, bitch. Fuck out of here. All my lawn trails and all this shit next to the shit. They just pulled off and scraped her back up and all this shit on the concrete. Desperate ass, horny ass, disease ass niggas. I hope they ain't get a girl no disease. Fucking with your pussy ass nigga, trying to be friends with your bitch ass. But anyway, man, don't fucking listen to DJ Academics. That nigga is a motherfucking paid puppet. He gonna say what the fuck they want him to say. You seen they went and checked with the white boy. He ain't give in to none of that shit. He asking them niggas why y'all over here on my property and shit, trying to get me to what? Take a check to not talk about this bitch ass nigga. Man, fuck Diddy, nigga.